Okay. I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Education for Homewood School District 153 for May 8th, 2023. Roll call, please.
Mr. Booth? Mrs. Marks?
Here.
Mrs. Bethay?
Here.
Mr. Schmidt? Mr. Zinnerman? Mrs. Havikhorst?
Here.
Mr. Bosch?
Here.
4 present.
We have approval of the minutes from the organizational meeting of April 10th and the regular meeting of April 10th. Are there any additions or corrections to either set of minutes? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have future dates.
Yes, well, the month of May is always an exciting month, given that it's the last month of the school year. So a lot of things going on, starting with today, which is the beginning of Staff Appreciation Week. So thank you to our PTA, who had pizza and salad and cookies brought into Willow and James Hart in district office, and they will do the same for Churchill tomorrow. So that was much appreciated. I know a lot of people ate very well, and there'll be other treats later on in the week for all of our wonderful staff members. There are band concerts, end of the year band concerts tomorrow night. Trip to White Pines. After 3 years, we're finally able to get back to that. That will be next week, and not only for our 6th graders, but also for our 7th and 8th grade. Miss Johnson, who's seated in the back, has arranged for a special one-day trip for those kids so they're able to get part of the White Pines experience that they otherwise would have missed. And then also the special end-of-the-year activities for 8th graders, the 8th grade dance and graduation parade. We are doing something new this year that we haven't done before. We're going to take our 8th graders on buses over to Willow and Churchill on Monday the 22nd during the school day. So their former teachers can see them and cheer for them, and also our younger kids can see what they are aspiring to be as 153 graduates. So we're excited about that. And then we have an early release day for staff improvement on May 24th, and then graduation for our 8th grade class on Tuesday, May 30th, and that will be at the high school.
Do you know what time the parades are at?
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Melissa, I think we're going to Willow first, and I believe we're leaving at 9:30 and getting to Willow around 9:45. And I'm guessing it'll take around a half hour, and then we're going to bus over to Churchill. So
Okay.
9:45 at Willow.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Any presentations tonight?
There are none.
And is anyone in the audience here to address the board on any items that are not on tonight's agenda?
No.
Are there any responses to questions raised at previous meetings?
There are none.
All right. Any board members have any reports?
No.
All righty. Superintendent's report.
Yeah, so the first thing, again, Staff Appreciation Week. As I said when I emailed staff yesterday, or actually I emailed yesterday, the email was for today though. As we think about Staff Appreciation Week, we designate a specific week to appreciate all of our people, but the reality is we appreciate them every day, and we certainly don't need a designated week to do that, and we're very proud and happy with all the employees we have here and the care that they provide for kids. The other thing that I would point out is so often we talk about District 153 and we talk about buildings. People love District 153. And as I say all the time, buildings are nothing more than brick and mortar. What makes a district or a school special is the people within it. And you could take every person out of Willow School or Churchill School or James Hart School and replace it with an entirely new set of bodies, and you have an entirely different school, right? Same building, but it's the people that matter. And so we are incredibly proud of the people that we bring here to work with our kids and our families. And so I just wanted to make special note of staff appreciation. And then the other thing is, last week, all of you up here and many of the people in the back took part in our 5-year strategic planning process. And that took place last week, 2 nights, Wednesday and Thursday, for 3.5 hours a night, so 7 hours total spread over 2 days. And it was right here in this room. We had nearly 60 people, 59 people were a part of our planning committee. And a lot of great conversation. And what I'm most excited about is, as we heard from administrators and board members and staff members and parents, collectively with their ideas on where this district should head for the future. Now, of course, it's incumbent upon us being the administrative team, to come up with a plan to accomplish those goals. So we'll be finalizing what those goals actually look like. And again, you're all aware of the draft that was created last week. We'll be fine-tuning that. And then my plan would be to bring that to all of you for formal approval in June. And then we can get about setting the action plan in place. So excited about that strategic plan that we'll have in place for the next 5 years.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I just want to echo your praise of our staff. They make a difference every day in the lives of children, and we so appreciate the job that everyone who works in our buildings does every day. They put those kids first and their needs first, and we're very, very lucky to have such a talented staff. All right, we have several consent agenda items. The first is to authorize the chief school business official to pay the usual and customary bills for June 2023. Any questions on that?
No.
All right, we need to approve administrative agreements with RISE.
Yes, RISE is our regional safe school, which is governed by ISC4, our Regional Office of Education. In order for us to send students there each year, we have to put this agreement in place annually. So that's what this item is.
Any questions on the agreement with RISE?
No.
All righty, we need to approve the 2023-2024 classroom lease agreement with SPEED for $12,000.
Yes, we are a member of SPEED Co-op, District 802, and one of the things they have is a satellite program for students who have not quite made it back to their home school, but have earned the right to be in a general school setting. So we have leased a classroom to SPEED for the past, I believe, 4 to 5 years, and we're happy to renew that again. It's been a good partnership.
Any questions on that?
No.
Nope. Right, and I know that the staff in that classroom really appreciates that they are a part of the James Hart staff. The staff here has really done a lot to include them as part of the umbrella of James Hart. That's good. We have disposal of 4 overhead projectors.
Yes, the other day, as we were getting ready for strategic planning, right back here in this conference room, storage room, I went back there and I saw 4 overhead projectors from, I don't know, 1980. And I asked Ms. Sturbins, who works in here, I said, why are we keeping these? And she says, well, just in case. And I said, well, how many years has it been since somebody's used one? And I think the answer was something like 10 years. And I said, well, it's time to give them to a good home. So she actually has said that she has 3 people somewhere in the community that have expressed a desire in an overhead projector, and all they're doing is collecting dust for us.
Okay, great, thank you. Any
welcome.
questions?
No.
Do we have any mimeograph machines left?
Not that I'm aware of. or jugs of ink.
Once
Yeah.
more in my life, I want that smell. I just want that smell once more. Okay. Personnel report.
Yeah, extensive personnel report. You can read all of the names in there. We're busy recommending people for positions for next year. We're hiring summer interns, both in technology and operations and maintenance, so we're excited to bring those kids back. Again, people are coming and going, but you can see, and also at the bottom, I'd like to point out administrative raises. The recommendation is for raises for both our administrative team and our district office team to match that of the teachers, which is 3.9%. So I think it's important that we recognize the work that all of our team, when we talk about staff appreciation, that obviously starts with the administrative team. Well, it starts with the Board of Education, and all of you do a wonderful job of supporting us, but our administrators have worked incredibly hard, and our district office people who are not covered under the union contract, but nonetheless do really, really important work for us. So I felt it important that they receive a raise comparable to what all of our staff is earning, which is 3.9% for next year.
Great. Any questions on that?
No.
Righty. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Move to approve the consent agenda items as presented in items 7A, 7B, 7C, 7D, and 7E.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Bosch?
Yes.
Mrs. Bethay?
Yes.
Mrs. Havikhorst?
Yes.
Mrs. Marks?
Yes. Motion carries. We have a need for an executive session to discuss due process. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second?
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bethay?
Yes.
Mrs. Havikhorst?
Yes.
Mr. Bosch?
Yes.
Mrs. Marks?
Yes. Motion carries. We will be back shortly. Okay, we are back in regular session. We have several action agenda items tonight. The first is the second payment of April 2023 bills and the first payment of May 2023 bills. Are there any questions on the bills? No. Is there a motion to approve?
Moved upon the recommendation of the chief school business official that the Board of Education authorize the second payment of April 2023 bills and the first payment of May 2023 bills in an amount not to exceed $2,842,299.15.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Havikhorst?
Yes.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Mr. Bosch?
Yes.
Mrs. Bethay?
Yes.
Mrs. Marks?
Yes.
All ayes.
Motion carries. We have a new HEA position, an instructional coach for language arts.
Yes, I've had several discussions with our committees, including Ed Progress personnel and F&P at various points, to talk about possible creation of this position. And this came out of conversations with numerous staff members, administrators, regarding English language arts specifically, and our desire to make our ELA curriculum and literacy program more sound. And so we feel that having somebody, in one of the job qualifications that we're asking for is a reading specialist, somebody that has specific skills and training in this area and can devote themselves to this topic. As last meeting where we had Catherine Zarnicki, who presented what we're envisioning is somebody on the language arts side that has done that will do work similar to what Catherine has done on the mathematics side. So we're excited about this. The goal, given the requirements, this will be posted tomorrow, and we'll see if there's internal interest, which I expect there will be, but if there's not, then we will obviously open this up to external applicants as well, and look forward to having this position in place for next year.
Great. Any questions?
Nope.
Is there a motion to approve?
Moved upon the recommendation of the superintendent, and the personnel committee that the board approve a new HEA position within the district, instructional coach for language arts.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Sorry, Alex.
Yes.
Mr. Bosch?
Yes.
Mrs. Bethay?
Yes.
Mrs. Havikhorst?
Yes.
Mrs. Marks?
Yes. Motion carries. We have approval of a due process settlement.
Yes, had the discussion during our closed session regarding the specifics of this case, but I am asking for the vote in favor of approving the settlement description that's in your packet.
Is there a motion?
Moved upon the recommendation of the superintendent that the Board of Education approve the due process settlement agreement regarding student number 19604 as presented.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Mr. Bosch?
Yes.
Mrs. Bethay?
Yes.
Mrs. Havikhorst?
Yes.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Mrs. Marks?
Mrs. Marks.
Mrs. Marks?
I know. No.
4 ayes.
4 ayes, motion carries. We have employment.
Yes, we are excited to have new staff members joining us next year, and gives me pleasure to announce the hiring of second grade teacher Vanessa Lopez, a kindergarten teacher Carolyn DeLuya, a seventh grade special education teacher Emily Michalowski, a pre-K assistant at Willow Destiny Talley, and a supervisor at Churchill Kathleen Florio. So we're excited to add those individuals, and also looking forward to adding others in the coming weeks and months.
Great. Thank you. I'm
welcome.
very excited that it is May and we are hiring qualified
Yes.
staff.
Yes, I mean, the
That's-
pool is not as deep as it is. It's a tribute to our administrators in the back. They are working very hard. This group of people, though, we're thrilled with. So even though there's not as many candidates, the quality is still there.
Good, good deal. Any questions? Is there a motion?
Moved upon the recommendation of the administration that the Board of Education approve the employment of Vanessa Lopez, Caroline DeLuia, Emily Mikolajewski, and Kathleen Florio effective August 21st, 2023, upon the terms recommended by the superintendent, conditioned only upon receipt of a satisfactory criminal background report and upon receipt no later than August 1st, 2023, of evidence of proper legal qualifications for the position to be filled.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Havikhorst?
Yes.
Mr. Booth?
Yes.
Mr. Bosch?
Yes.
Mrs. Bethay?
Yes.
Mrs. Marks?
Yes, motion carries. We have discussion items. I have one before we get to this.
Yes.
At your place, you'll see new committee assignments. I appreciate all of you stepping up, but I also want to give special thanks to Deb, who has been our representative to SPEED for years and years and years. You have rarely missed a meeting, and you have taken the assignment incredibly seriously, as seriously as you do being a board member in 153. And I know you've made a huge difference there and represented our district incredibly well. And I thank you for what you've done.
Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity. I had an opportunity to be a volunteer there in the 80s when I was in high school and had an awesome experience. And to go back and give more time was truly an honor for me.
Thank you. They're going to miss you. Except that you are the alternate.
I am the alternate, yes, yes, yep.
Okay. Just like a teacher, you can try to retire, but you'll still be a sub.
Exactly. That's okay.
Scott, policies.
Yes, so as you know, policies of the Board of Education govern what we do. And 4 times a year, the Illinois Association of School Boards, through their press service, provides recommended changes to board policies throughout the state. And what we did last year, actually, with your support, was we adopted Press Plus. And what Press Plus does, this is a subscription service, but basically they provide the recommended changes in Word format. So what you have in your packets are 125 pages of recommended policy changes. Most of it, as you get into the details, are footnotes, legal footnotes. So where do these changes come about? Through court rulings, et cetera. And so they provide the legal citations for the recommended policy language. 4 times a year, we will be getting these updates. And since we are brand new Press Plus subscribers, we have 6 months of updates with this first batch. So that's why it's particularly big. But I encourage you to read it. It is color-coded with the deletions in red, the additions in green. And again, you'll see that it'll go very quickly as you look through there. But what I would ask, given the breadth of this, is that we have a first reading tonight, just give you an opportunity to look it over, and then we'll formally vote to add these changes in June.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just want to add one thing, if I may. The Ed Progress Committee has met lots, has met a lot doing the policy, and I just want to say thank you to all of you guys. Everybody has had great feedback. I think we've had a lot of great input, and it's taken a long time to get to this point, but I think it's definitely well worth it, and I think it's going to be a great program, and those color coding, boy, does that help tremendously.
Makes it very easy. Yeah,
When
thank
you're
you for
going through
mentioning that.
125 pages and reading all that, which we did, so.
Yeah.
So
Thank you
great
for
job to
mentioning that.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Okay, anything else?
No?
Can you tell that I clicked off of my agenda? Is there any written communication to the board?
No.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all for coming tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.